Mr. Ken Blanchard. We covered a lot of topics today. We talked about strategy, leadership, all kinds of stuff, all kinds of examples that we discussed with one another here today. And you know, just at the end of this day, a lot of people have a lot of ideas. And now the last part of the day is about implementing, execution. And why is it, what is your opinion? Why is it that so many organizations have all these great ideas, but they always fail to implement them? What's the main reason that we find it so difficult to execute?
Well, Ben, I think first of all that the problem is that people go into the seminars. I wish I had spoken to your group at the beginning, because a lot of times people sitting in a good seminar like yours, and they don't take notes. You know, you got to take notes. I used to teach reading and study skills when I was a graduate student. You know, you'll do anything for money. And I worked with this guy, Walter Pock, who taught people how to study. And he said that if you just sit there and listen at a seminar, unless you're one of the 0.001% of the population that has a photographic ear, that within 3 hours of hearing something, you will have forgotten 50% of the content. Within 24 hours, you'll forgot another 50%. Within 1 month, you have 5% recall. So one of the first problems is people don't even have much coming out of the seminar that they remember because they haven't done anything with it. You know, I do annual meetings all the time, and I'll say to them, who talked to you last year? And they say, gee, who was it? Who was it? What was the topic? I know they talked about something, you know, they can't remember a thing. And so once you take notes, what you got to do every night or in the morning or evening is take your notes and highlight and pull out what are the big learnings that you got? You know, right. What can you get there that's really important? And then the key thing to implementing change when you've gone to a seminar is go back to your organization and invite within a week all the important people in your organization that weren't at the seminar and teach them what you learned. How many of you, put your hands up, know that the best way to learn is to have to teach something? And so I think you all really know that. So one of the things I want you to do is go back to your organization and teach people, what did you get in this MBA in a day program, okay? And teach them. But when you teach people, don't teach them with, boy, I learned this and you should do this. No, say, here's what I learned, and I'd like to share what I've learned for you all. And then I'd love to talk to you about what I've learned and see if you think there's anything in this that maybe we ought to try to implement. Because I think what happens a lot of times is people will come back from seminars and everybody's saying, oh my God, you know, here they come with another idea they're going to jam down our throats, you know. And they know that you're never going to follow through. And so they just kind of, you know, laugh and say that because they know that you're going to go to another seminar in another month or so, and you're going to come back with another idea. Because I think the biggest thing with implementing new ideas is follow up, follow up, follow up. How many diets does it take to lose weight? Only one you stick to. How many things you need to learn about leadership beyond what you've learned in this seminar? I don't think you need to learn a lot more. Take what you've learned and drive it on, but start by sharing it with important people. Here's what I got. What do you think? What do you think is applicable that we ought to try to do? And now you get some buy-in. So that's a long answer, Ben, but I think it's a responsible learner that teaches and shares and then begins implementation, and then you follow up, follow up, follow up.